All right, Dusty, who do you got?
And just for the record, I thought your monologue was terrific, and I was not done with it. I was just afraid of losing the doctor. So that was all.
Well, your fears were confirmed. You
They
jinxed us.
It was my
Next.
my fault. Robert from East Tennessee.
Hey, Robert, how you doing? What's your question?
Hey, Chris, it's a pleasure to be on with you, sir. I've been watching you for years. Even when you're on CNN, I used to joke with my husband and tell him I have to record my man every night at 9 o'clock. So, but I just heard you mention something on a show a few nights ago about how it was just a brief statement you made about how you didn't understand how the LGBTQ could understand or support the Free Palestine movement. And I just wanted to say, I totally agree. I don't know how any LGBTQ member could support the Free Palestine movement after they, I guess they don't realize that, in a moment's time, a lot of those people over there would, behead them or stone them or hurt them. So I just really have never understood that.
Well, I understand aligning with the suffering in Palestine as an oppressed minority. I get how minority communities would have, an attachment, an affinity for that. It's connecting to Hamas, which, they have to be careful about, not that they're a monolith, but, people who are making that connection. Hamas, you're right, are anti-diversity, believe that being gay is worthy of death. And, it's part of a very extreme Islamism. You're right on that level. You're right. And thank you for giving us a chance. Next.
Get it up if you do.
Dusty.
Next, we're going to go to...
I don't know what you were just saying, but it didn't sound good, by the way. I want you to know that. Continue.
It was something about you in Ukraine. It was Lori from Chicago.
Lori, what's your question?
Hi, Chris. I'm really sympathetic for what's going on in the Middle East. But what about the people in Ukraine? We very seldom get any information. The only thing I hear is on WGN radio in the morning when a man by the name of Joseph calls in. They had all those children that were kidnapped and sent to Russia. We hear nothing about them. We don't hear anything about Ukraine, and I think it's very important.
Yeah.
Please give us some information.
Listen, I don't agree with you, but, welcome to America. We're a fickle people, and we get compassion fatigue, and it's not easy to get sustained interest in a not even soundbite culture anymore. We're a social media 3 screens at a time culture that is constantly getting oversaturated with things that are spectacular and that are shocking. You're right. There is a war going on in Ukraine. I have buddies over there. One of them just broke a rib diving on the ground in Kherson because there was incoming. It's bloody and it's awful, and the outcome is unknown. But the interest flags, and it's one of the questions I was asking tonight. I believe in supporting a change to the suffering in Palestine. That's easy. What's hard is figuring out how to do it and how to be open to the complexity of it, and that's what we're missing here at home. Next.
Next, we're going to go to Alex from Maine, Fairfield, Maine.
Alex, how you doing? What's your question?
I'm doing well, Chris. Just want to say I think you're the best thing going on cable news right now. Anyway, I was a former Biden voter, voted against Trump, more or less. I don't think he's our strongest candidate now. And basically, my question is, Biden's campaign has Joe acting like he's a cell phone on low battery mode. Just the necessary functions, nothing else. There's zero excitement to vote for more Joe. Do you think he ends up passing the torch, or does he fumble the torch and take the Democrats down with him?
I don't think it's about him necessarily. I think it's that they're nervous. You got overwhelming population doesn't say, yes, I think Joe Biden is old. They say they think he's too old. And he's only a few years older than Trump. So this is about a perception about his capabilities, not just his age, but his stage. And I think that the Democrats are starting to nibble around the edges of a problem that they need to bite and take down in one bite right now. And I think as a result, I think Biden winds up being their nominee. Now, it's easy to say he's not their best candidate. You got to make the case. And I don't see who out there would beat him in a primary. I don't care what the polls say. You got to play the game. And I don't see anybody stepping up. And if that's what they really want, they should. Yes, Dean Phillips is running, and some others are running, as independent players. But I don't think that's a serious challenge. Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.